studio living space at 3 North Division of Will Hanlon. And Will has been showing me around, showing me some of his pieces, and I'd like to introduce you to Will Hanlon.
Hello.
He's a Peekskill transplant. He's up here from Tarrytown. And when did you move to Peekskill?
Actually, about a year ago. This is my first anniversary. My intention was to get up here early enough to make the first open studio, which was in June. So I got all of my works and transported up here. Found this really great space. And got everything prepped and made it to the opening June 2nd.
So this is your second. You're an old hand.
This will be my second, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Wonderful. Well, you want to talk a little bit. Your art is really, really beautiful.
Oh,
I have to say, I really enjoy being surrounded by it. Tell us a little bit about your process, how you get going on any one piece.
Sure. Well, maybe a little history as well. I've been doing this about 15 years. And I started working with one of my kids on a school project, and I got locked into the materials of push pins and foam board. And there's a very interesting relationship between a push pin, which goes into the foam board, and it goes pop pop, and it's almost like popping bubble wrap, right? But it's very stationary, and it's almost like it gets anchored. And I thought to myself, well, what else could I do with this? And then that's when a lot of artistic sort of imagery and ideas started to flow. And I'm over 200, almost 300 pieces now. That because I have a regular day job, I've never really intended for it to be like my income, my profession. So every piece that I do, and you ask about the process, I'm unfettered. It's whatever I want to do. And so the ideas flow. I have a backlog of ideas that will take me years to do. And so I've worked out this sort of balance between my work, my avocation, and each piece, I think, has a reflection of some of that balance of the orderliness of a lot of what I do and the chaos of daily life. And that balance between the order and chaos is what I thematically try to bring into every piece that I do.
I actually can see that because some of the pieces have such a beautiful abstract linear quality, and then you have a piece like here and a few other pieces that really combine the two. So it looks, your work is beautiful. It really is very beautiful.
Thank you.
But I see you're doing something different on the table that doesn't involve push pins.
Right.
You're breaking out into another.
Right. I have believe it or not, I have a special needs son. And he is now in a new group home, and I wanted to put some art in this home for him. But because there's special needs, I can't have sharp objects. So I'm doing this brand new piece with no push pins and nothing but cotton balls. But I'm still using a pointillism kind of approach and an abstract approach, and it still has the order and chaos thing going on, but it's kid-friendly.
Did you ever go to school for art?
No.
So you're self-taught?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you've just been into museums and you've
sure,
seen other artists. And
I've always had an appreciation and an eye for things, and I think I'm more drawn to the more geometric because I'm more of an analytical person, but I'm also a musician. So
you are? What do you play?
About 30 or 40 instruments.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking around.
I see a few over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I always have that, again, it's an order and chaos thing. It's a little yin-yang balance.
Nice.
That's kind of.
Well, Peekskill's the right place for you, I got to tell you. You're going to have a lot of musicians, a lot of artists, and a lot of regular old people like me. But welcome to Peekskill, definitely.
When I started looking around for my new home, I made a couple of contacts, and one was Robin Klein, and she told me about the Peekskill Arts Alliance. And so when I finally made it up here, I've got 50 new friends.
That's nice.
Instant friends. And
nice.
It was like, oh my God, this is perfect.
Yeah.
And every one of us are eclectic in our own ways. And ironically, there's no other people doing pushpin art. So I guess I'm the only person doing it.
Okay, all right. The stuff is sensational. You're looking forward to Open Studios.
Well, we're now doing an Open Studio event every month now, besides the June
Oh, that's
2nd.
the first Fridays.
That's First Fridays. And so all I have to do is open my door down on the ground level.
And people have
Yeah, yeah,
just sort of moseyed on in.
yeah. That's the other beauty of this particular location. I'm right in the middle of downtown.
You are right on Restaurant Row, and
Right,
that is sort of the heart of things these days.
Right.
Although I must say, we are spreading out. Peekskill is really developing some of Main Street and South Street, and there's things happening all around. And, Bank Street, everything is starting to really bloom. So I'm really excited about some of the changes happening in Peekskill, but delighted that you found your way to Peekskill.
I'm so happy. I'm in the space that I want to be in.
Fabulous. Well, thank you so much for visiting with us, and we're off to the new art lofts on Main Street. So thanks again.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.